In the heart of the vast Pacific, a remote volcanic triangle rises from the waves, Easter Island or Rapa Nui as it's known to its people. Isolated by thousands of kilometers of open ocean, this tiny speck of land is one of the most mysterious places on Earth. Here, colossal stone statues called Moai stand sentinel along the rugged coast, their faces turned inland as if watching over the islanders and their ancestors, guardians of a vanished world and silent witnesses to centuries of change. Carved from the island's volcanic rock, these giants are feats of human ingenuity, crafted without the benefit of metal tools, wheels, or draft animals. Every detail was shaped by hand, using only stone chisels and relentless determination. Nearly 1,000 moai were created, some weighing as much as a space shuttle. All were moved across the island by sheer human will and clever engineering, their transport and erection still sparking debate among experts today. The moai are more than ancient artifacts, they're the island's living history, its pride and perhaps its warning, a reminder of both human achievement and the fragility of civilization. Some stand on sacred ceremonial platforms called ahu, while others lie abandoned mid-creation in the quarry, frozen in time, as if the carvers simply walked away. Their solemn faces have inspired wonder and questions for centuries. Who built them? How did they move these giants? What drove the people to such monumental effort? And why, after so much work, did the buildings suddenly stop? What changed on this lonely island? Rapa Nui's story is a journey through time, a tale of daring Polynesian seafarers, a flourishing society, and the challenges that followed as resources dwindled and traditions were tested. The island is a microcosm for understanding how societies innovate, thrive, and confront their limits. How choices made in isolation can echo for generations. The Moai invite us to listen, to learn from a civilization that left its mark in stone, and to reflect on our own place in history. Their silent vigil is a message from the past, echoing across the ocean of time, urging us to remember, to wonder, and to never stop asking questions. For centuries, Rapa Nui's people lived in isolation, their world bounded by ocean and sky. That changed in 1722, when Dutch explorer Jacob Roggevien's ship appeared, Europe's first glimpse of the island. Roggeveen found a treeless land, its people tattooed and adorned, and the Moai, giant statues that defied explanation. How could such a small, resource-poor society create these wonders? The encounter turned violent, foreshadowing the disruptions to come. Over the next century, more Europeans arrived, Spanish, British, French, each recording a society in decline. Moai toppled, population shrinking. These early accounts, though biased, are our only window into pre-contact Rapa Nui. Captain Cook speculated the statues honored chiefs, but was baffled by their transport. The Europeans arrived too late to witness the island's golden age, leaving behind a puzzle for future generations. Their stories sparked centuries of fascination and debate. The mystery of Rapa Nui was now a global enigma. The builders of the Moai were Polynesian voyagers, legendary explorers who braved the vast Pacific in search of new horizons. Masters of navigation, they settled Rapa Nui between 800 and 1200 AD, guided only by the stars, ocean swells, and their deep knowledge of the sea. The Moai were not gods but rather the deified faces of revered ancestors, believed to channel a powerful spiritual energy, known as mana, to protect and bless the living. These statues stood as guardians linking the present to the past. Each clan carved its own Moai, competing to honor their lineage and assert their place in society. This sparked a spiritual arms race. Bigger statues meant more prestige, more mana, and greater power for the clan. The quarry at Rano Raraku became a bustling production line, echoing with the sound of stone being shaped. Hundreds of Moai, in various stages of completion, dotted the slopes, some abandoned, others awaiting their journey. Carvers used basalt tools to shape the soft volcanic tuff, working with patience and precision. Their skill and devotion are evident in every face, each one unique, each one a tribute to an ancestor. The Moai faced inland, watching over the villages, silent guardians of the people's lineage, land, and traditions. Only the seven at Ahuakivi looked seaward, said to represent the first explorers, forever gazing homeward across the ocean. The Moai were the heart of Rapa Nui culture, a living library of genealogy, belief, and ambition. Their carved features tell stories of family, faith, and the enduring spirit of a people. Their creation united the community in purpose and pride, forging bonds that lasted generations. The statue's silent presence still connects the living to their ancestors, reminding all of their shared heritage. In stone, the Rapa Nui wrote their story for the ages, a legacy carved into the very heart of their island. How did the Rapa Nui move statues weighing up to 80 tons across rugged terrain? Early theories imagined log rollers, fueling the idea of an island stripped bare for the sake of the Moai. But local legends say the statues walked. Recent experiments show this may be true. Teams rocked upright statues side to side, shuffling them forward like waddling giants. This method required fewer people in trees, and matches the evidence of statues found toppled along ancient roads. The roads themselves were concave, cradling the statues as they moved. The walking Moai reveal a story of balance, rhythm, and ingenious engineering, not just brute force. The debate isn't settled, but the walking theory honors both tradition and science. The Rapa Nui didn't just move stone, they animated it, making their ancestors walk the land. It's a testament to creativity under constraint. Rapa Nui's mysteries go far beyond the iconic Moai statues. There's also Rongorongo, an undeciphered script carved on wooden tablets, shrouded in secrecy and wonder. The glyphs depict humans, animals, and celestial symbols, possibly representing a unique writing system born in isolation on this remote island. Only a handful of tablets survive today. Their meaning lost after disease and devastating slave raids shattered the island's society and traditions. Without a Rosetta Stone to guide us, the script remains unreadable, a silent voice from the distant past. Some believe Rongorongo was a mnemonic device for chants and genealogies. Others see it as a true writing system still waiting to be understood. Its unique reverse boustrophedon style, where lines alternate direction, only adds to the enigma. The loss of knowledge is profound, a final chapter torn from Rapa Nui's story, leaving questions that may never be answered. The script hints at a complex intellectual life, now locked away in symbols we can't yet understand, despite decades of study. Rongorongo deepens the island's allure, a puzzle for linguists, historians, and dreamers alike. It's a haunting reminder of how easily knowledge can vanish, leaving only traces behind. Rapa Nui, also known as Easter Island, has long drawn scientists and explorers from around the world, all seeking answers to its enduring mysteries and the secrets behind its iconic Moai statues. In the 1950s, adventurer Thor Heyerdahl's experiments showed that the Moai could be carved and raised by a small, determined population. However, his theory that the islanders came from South America was later disproven by DNA analysis. Modern science confirms that Rapa Nui's roots are firmly Polynesian, connecting the island to a vast network of Pacific voyagers. Today, researchers use a blend of archaeology, genetics, and soil science to uncover a much richer and more complex story of the island's past, piecing together clues from every discipline. Ancient pollen grains preserved in the soil reveal that the island was once covered in dense forests, but the process of deforestation was gradual, unfolding over centuries rather than happening all at once. The introduction of the Polynesian rat by early settlers likely played a major role in this transformation, as the rats consumed palm seeds and prevented the regrowth of the island's once lush forests. The old ecocide theory, which blamed the islanders for their own downfall, is now seen as too simplistic. The real story is one of ecological fragility, environmental challenges, and remarkable adaptation by the people of Rapa Nui. Excavations have uncovered Moai statues with buried bodies and intricate carvings, as well as evidence of advanced farming techniques and a society skilled in engineering and resource management. The islanders enriched the volcanic soil, built stone enclosures to protect crops, and managed their limited resources with impressive skill and ingenuity. Today, science is replacing old myths of sudden collapse with a new narrative, one that highlights the resilience, creativity, and adaptability of the Rapa Nui people in the face of adversity. Rapa Nui's true legacy is not one of failure but of survival and adaptation, a testament to human ingenuity on one of the world's most remote outposts. For years, Easter Island was a cautionary tale, a society that destroyed itself through competition and environmental neglect. But the real story is more complex and hopeful. The Rapa Nui thrived for centuries, creating art, engineering marvels, and adapting to challenges. Their society changed but didn't simply collapse, it evolved under pressure. The true catastrophe came with outside contact, Disease, slavery, and colonialism decimated the population and erased traditions. Rapa Nui's fate is a warning about the fragility of cultures and the cost of lost knowledge. Yet the island is also a mirror reflecting our creativity, resilience, and the challenges we all face. It shows that our greatest tests are social and environmental, not just technical. The Rapa Nui survived 1,000 years on their island. Their stone faces now ask us, can we do the same on ours? The answer depends on what we choose to learn from their story.